Well, as you can see by the program, we're going to focus on Broadway music this evening. The first one here is Give My Regards to Broadway. Well, as the percussion ensemble makes a quick change here, I do like to mention each of the seniors as being our final band concert of the year. And so our first senior in the program is Em Mouse. Here's the idea. Here she is on the timpani. Em has just done an awesome job for our program. She came to the camp, the summer camp, as like a 7th and 8th grader. You know, this big, put her on the bass drum on the end. And she did a really excellent job. And then I noticed sometime a couple years ago that she was in the school. I saw her in the hallway, and I said, "Whoa, wait a second, what's going on here? Well, you're not in the band." And I thought, okay, she's a very talented artist as well, and it's difficult to take both here at St. Francis, but kind of keep bothering, as did some of her classmates, and she eventually signed up and has been in the band these last 2 years. She's done a great job. Like I mentioned, she does some kind of quirky things. She does like these dances. To start off with class, am I right on that, you know? And we get started with band, and so we're going to miss that next year, I know that for sure. And she's just done an awesome job at positivity, and she did got a 1 on her solo at the solo ensemble contest this year. So we want to wish you all the best, Abby, and thank you very much. I'm going alphabetically here, but by coincidence, Nick Crouch is next. Nick, you guys think we will Chili's after this? A little Applebee's? You know, whenever students in band are dating, I do like to harass them a little bit. This provides me some fun, but sometimes I mess it up when they break up and I don't realize it. But Nick, same thing. He joined band a little bit late. Second semester of his freshman year. I was grateful to have him and Kevin Shirley actually joined at the same time, which was excellent. And they both done a good job. But Nick is another one of these kids. These kids are so great. Whenever people ask me, what do you enjoy about St. Francis High School? I always think it's all about the kids. They're just great kids. And Nick is one of these well-rounded guys that's an Eagle Scout, and he's a phenomenal athlete on the track and cross-country teams, and he plays very saxophone in the band. And I'm always looking for very saxophone players, and early on he made the jump from alto to bari, and has done a great job in our jazz band in the last few years in the band. So Nick, I want to wish you all the best going forward, and thanks for your commitment to the program. Kevin Shirley is next. Kevin. I'm sincerely saying this, we do all love Kevin Shirley. We do like to poke at Kevin from time to time. It's not really why, but we do. And I think it intensified a little bit when I ran into his parents at the auction last year, and they gave me the okay to kind of chew on him a little bit. So that's kind of a give and take this year. But we really appreciate what Kevin's done. Same thing as Nick joined the semester. That's really difficult. It's hard for that to happen during high school. Usually, once a student starts in high school, I try to get this new band. It usually doesn't happen. They're out for 4 years. But for Kevin and Nick, like I said, they've added a ton to the program. They've been great players. And Kevin is jumping into the jazz band this year. Has kind of really stepped it up and been the section leader, done a really nice job. So Kevin, don't believe what anybody says. We are going to miss you next year. The one thing I do say about Kevin is he tends to always play the songs that we did in the previous concert over and over and over again. So last year we did Shockwave, and someone's been playing that one like crazy. Before it was Big Bad Leroy Brown. So next year, his roommate is going to get to hear Les Mis over and over again. Good luck to them, maybe. All right. Here's our next song, Chicago. Well, as I keep the senior talks going, our next senior is Madeline Durando over there on the clarinet. Madeline's been in the band all 4 years, and same thing, just extremely talented musician. We're so grateful to have her part of the program. You know, Madeline's one of those kids that super talented at everything. She unfortunately was unable to take part. Same, maybe she and Abby kind of had to draw straws there at the beginning of their careers, but she didn't take part freshman, sophomore, and junior year, and started this year, and just absolutely fantastic. In R2, she was in R3, but she was in R2 because of the schedule conflict of band. She stayed in class so that she could be in our band and also take the art class. And she did an awesome job. The jazz band played at Cooper's Corner last Thursday night, and then afterwards was the art show. So I was able to check out the art, and Madeline's work was phenomenal, and she won several awards. But she's just as talented a musician as she is an artist. More so, I'd say. She did a great job at the solo ensemble contest. Every year she's done it. Division 1 again this year, and she's going to be successful in whatever she does. I think she's headed out to North Central next year, and so we just want to thank her. Early on in her career, she used to wear a lot of bows in her hair. I don't know what happened to those. I really miss those. I stay with the doors that kids come in. There's always something. She had one R2D2 one really stood out in the corner. That was really cool. But they disappeared. She got serious, and so that's Madeline for you, right? Well, again, thanks, Madeline, for all your contributions, and good luck with your influence here. Sean Garvey is a senior in the percussion ensemble. There he is on the timpani back. If you don't know, Sean is the voice of St. Francis High School. He does the morning announcements every day. He does a terrific job. It's been fun watching Sean kind of come out of the shell and grow as a student and musician and actor these last few years. He got involved in the theater program, was one of the leads in Noises Off this past fall. Was an exceptional performance. He does a great job. I think some things that I'll never forget about Sean are his passionate speeches, his riling the student body up. If you haven't heard that, maybe at some point, maybe at the senior dinner in May, he can give us one final goodbye speech, but he does a really great job with that. It's hilarious. I was sitting at lunch one day, and I'm like, who is yelling out there at all the kids? We gotta stop that person. They're yelling at the kids at lunchtime. I go out there, Sean's trying to get people to buy tickets to something. I don't even know what it was for. I was just captivated by his speech. And the other thing I want to think about Sean is the Tusk solo. He really lives for that six-couplet solo. And this year it was fun watching the rest of the percussionists sit down as he would take over, get little flares and solo. He's just done a great job. He's been very steady in our program, and we're really going to miss him next year. I think we're going to Iowa. Is that where we're going? He's off to the University of Iowa, so we want to wish him luck. Sean, thank you very much. Peter Haverday is over here in the tenor space. I tried calling Peter Hammer Nights early on, but it didn't stick. I don't know what I tried, but it stayed away with it. But Peter has been in the band for 4 years. He's been in the jazz band for 4 years. It doesn't happen too often either. He was kind of a rare program from Mr. S over at Winfield and John McAfee, and so he tried out and did a great job. He's been in the jazz band all 4 years. He's in the music ensemble now and playing all the solos. My fourth big daughter, Amber, is trying out for instruments this week sometime, I forget, but I said, hey, what instrument are you going to play? Well, I think I'm really leaning towards saxophone because, they get all the solos. And you? Well, why do you think that? Well, this guy Peter, he gets every solo that there is. I was like, well, that's actually a pretty good idea. So Peter has to have lots of solos in jazz band, and he's done a terrific job with them. Excellent musician, really knows his stuff. He got the highest score in the solo and ensemble contest this year for his room, so he got best of day for the IHSA, which was terrific. I know he's going to the University of Illinois, my alma mater there this coming fall. He and AJ and some of the other guys are going there, and girls that I don't know Kate England, but some of the other students are going there. And so I'm really hoping someone's going to be in that marching band someday. So I can come down there, get my dust my trumpet off, and play the 8 o'clock rehearsal or whatever it is, and participate. So AJ, Peter, just throwing that out there. But Peter, I want to thank you so much for all of your time, your commitment, and for all you've done for the program. Wish you the best next year. Thank you very much. Sorry to make you sit through all of these, but I'm going to do one more before we have a nice song, and that's going to be John Cleveland. Where's John? There he is. I don't know. I knew John was going to be an engineering student long ago when he came to those band camps. Same thing as a little guy. He's done the same thing, an awesome job for our program. He's been in jazz band the last 2 years. He's been a big part of the trumpet section. He's always wanted, he really cares about band, he really cares about doing well in general. I think that's one of his strongest traits, is that he wants to do well. He wants to make sure that things go well. Even today, he's talking about getting a trumpet sectional in before the concert. So it just shows the care and the commitment that he's got for the group. I used to give John a little bit of a hard time. It's kind of gone away a little bit, but I have an older brother, John, and I used to mess around with the piano. Are you sleeping? Real round. You know how it goes? Are you sleeping? Yeah, that one. And I would do that to John sometimes because sometimes he would go to sleep. And wake him up. I don't know, that maybe often. All right, so it's often, but and it's a hard thing to do to go to sleep in the band. So it's the middle of the day and he's loud. He's in an old gym, but he gets it done. He gets it accomplished. And I always thought it was like, yeah, it's not video games till 3 in the morning. What are you doing? And I think he's really just studying. He's just a good student, and he just takes care of business. Is that right, John?
Totally.
Yeah. Totally. Good answer. I want to wish John good luck next year at Purdue. We thank you so much for all you've done in the program. And he says he's going to keep playing the jazz band constantly. That's music to my ears. Thanks, John. Next in your program, you notice that Peter Lana is a senior. He's back there. There he is, right bass drum. Peter has also been a 4-year member of the band and done a great job for us. Peter, I will say, is one of those students that every year when I get the roster, I'm like, yep, Peter's still there. All right, good. I'm glad to see it. Sometimes, you know, it's hard to, you can just get a smile out of him right now. Like, it's hard to kind of read Peter. He's a man of few words, and so it's hard for me, you know, sometimes as a teacher, even after 4 years, I kind of know where a student kind of stands in the class. And so Peter's been one of those kids that's difficult to read, but he has, he's been constant. He's been like a rock. He loves that bass drum back there. I'm just going to point that out. He's always is there and lays down the foundation for us, the marching band, all the way through the year. He's done a really terrific job. Occasionally, I'll make my way up into the weight room after school every now and again. And Peter is always here, I will say that. And he's definitely a noticeable athlete around the school, on the football team, and otherwise. And I saw that he's going to be a physical therapist going on in his future endeavors. And I know that's a perfect job for Peter. That would be great. He's going to University of Iowa, right, as well. Go Hawkeyes, excellent. So I want to thank you, Peter, for your 4 years in band. All you've done to help continue to grow this program. Thank you very much. And best of luck. Cameron Williams, another percussionist. Where's Cameron? There he is, coming out of the water. Cameron was a rock short when he came to band in high school. I always feel good about myself, and then by the end, it's like, he's really started up in more ways than one. He came not really having a great grasp percussion. He wanted to be in the band and said, I'd like to be in the band and play percussion. What do I need to do? And so he started getting going, he started taking some lessons, and to go from beginner to not having anything to where he is now is phenomenal. He got Division I at the Solo Ensemble Contest in March, and he just, in a couple of things, on solo as well as the ensemble, done a really great job. He sometimes is lacking in self-confidence, so if you know him, you got to encourage him to keep going. Sometimes when he's an excellent mallet player, but sometimes he'll say, oh, I can't read the notes. It's like, come on, what are you talking about? You can do it just fine. So you remember that, when you go on, you can really do things well. So I want to just kind of pass it along to you. You do a great job in the band, and we want to thank Cameron for his 4 years and for all the work he's done as a musician and to help this program. Thank you, Cameron, and best of luck. AJ Pangaman over there. It's a theme of evening. A lot of these kids, like I said, are so involved in so many different things. AJ is another one of these Eagle Scouts. He was the Daily Hero Leadership Team Award winner earlier in the fall. He's involved in just a ton of things, student ministry team. He's done a great job. And this year he kind of took on a lot more music. He's in AP Music Theory, he's in music ensemble, he's in marching band, and I've definitely thrown a lot at AJ, and he's handled it very, very well. Sometimes, with things that we have going on here at the small school, we got transition mass tomorrow morning, we've got, we're planning at the Leukemia Fulfillment event on Friday night, we've got the 60th anniversary Saturday night, they did the senior celebration mass last Saturday night. The list goes on and on. And on top of that, he's an outstanding student, so balancing all those things is very difficult. AJ has done a terrific job. He's always one of those kids that kind of comes up after his class and has a question or two, wants to help out, and wants to do well, and something I really appreciated. AJ, I want to thank you for your 4 years in band. I wish you all the best at Old Wing this year. Thank you. This will be my last one before that song. This is Betsy Pastor. Where's Betsy at? Hello? Betsy's been in the band for 3 years. She, same thing, I was like a lunch supervisor. I must have been ruining my career at the days now, but I was supervising the lunch, and Betsy came up to me and said, I would like to join the band. I used to maybe play flute. Is there a way that I can get back in? I said, absolutely. So I started emailing parents back and forth. She started taking lessons with Lynn Green out in St. Charles. It was a terrific job with our kids, and she's been in the band ever since. And Betsy is really more like the assistant to the director. She does a lot of certain logistical things that really help make my job a lot easier, which I really appreciate. In addition to being a musician, she helped me type up this program that you're seeing tonight. She helps me do attendance when the kids come to the theater school event. She goes above and beyond with several other students, Kayla and Julia, and a whole bunch of others, but Betsy really leads that charge this year, getting the name tags, getting the shirts organized, making sure the kids feel welcome. Just a really, really great personality and very hospitable, and that makes a huge difference. Sometimes when you're stressed about all the things happening around here, Betsy can kind of make sure things are in line and ready to go, which I really, really appreciate. No surprise, she's going to be in early elementary school. Early education major next year. She's going to be teaching kindergarten or something, right? First grade, somewhere in there? Awesome. So she's going to do an awesome job. She's worked very hard with the students over at Maryland on a very consistent basis, which has been awesome to see. And she's contributed a ton to our program, so that's a thank you very much. And wish you all the best of luck. Crystal Pohl is our next senior. Crystal's been in the band all 4 years, and jazz band with 3 years, right? 2 years. 2 years? I thought it was 3, but 4 years. She's done just an exceptional job. What I love about Crystal, she's always just super positive, super upbeat, always got a smile on her face, always ready to be prepared and have fun, and that's very contagious. Very, it spreads to everyone. I think that's something she's done just a terrific job with. I'm not a morning person, as you probably all know. And Crystal is always one of those kids that will yell, "Hey, Mr. M, good morning, Mr. M," like probably 100 yards away usually, and kind of startle me a little bit. But there's always something nice about someone, stopping and saying hello to you consistently all the time, and with a cheerful attitude and smile. So Crystal, I want to thank you for that. So that's a tremendous attribute thing to have. And she's been a great flute player. You're going to hear her solo, play a little solo here in a little bit in Les Mis. And she's going to head off to St. Gilbert and be a music education and theology major. Again, just makes absolutely perfect sense for what she's done here at St. Francis. Done a great job for us. We're really going to miss you next year. Especially her former band director, Eric Swenson, was my cooperating teacher, student teaching. I see him fairly often on Friday mornings, and so we always get to, our common bond now is Crystal. So when I see him going forward, it'll be fun to say, she's moved on and off to college, and it's really, really great. So, Crystal, thanks for all your hard work and your commitment to the program, and all the best next year. Mr. Sean Riggs been in the back of the theater. The story with Sean goes that I started doing those theater school nights, band nights with the 6th, 7th, and 8th graders in the gym for a basketball game, probably about 5 or 6 years ago, somewhere in there, maybe just a little bit longer. But, I realized what kind of impact they have on, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders with sticking with band going through high school. That's why I do it. So that they'll continue to be involved in music in their high school careers. And Sean was one of those students that his parents still mention to me to this day that was really what kind of got him excited about staying in band. And so I don't know what band would have been like these last 4 years without Sean in it. So I'm grateful that we do those events, and people like Betsy and other students that help that event go very smoothly. So Sean, you've done a great job. You heard him play several solos tonight. He always rises to the occasion. Sometimes he's not maybe punctual. I'm thinking, where is this kid? You got a gig in like 10 seconds. And he shows up, he's ready to go, and he nails the solo. He does an awesome job. And the trumpet section is going to miss him. He's done a great job helping all those students back there. I think he's going to be a Missouri Tiger, is that right? And I hope he's playing that trumpet. He's got a really nice Maynard Ferguson trumpet. He sounds really good on it, and I hope he continues going forward. So Sean, I wish you all the best going forward, and thanks for what you've done these last 4 years of band. Lily Rodriguez, there she is. Lily has been, she's an absolutely fantastic student. I'm sure many of you know that. Just outstanding in all aspects of her academic career, and she's very committed to her Catholic faith, and she's just a fantastic student. And it's great seeing what St. Francis is all about. I think Lily really models that. She's going to be heading off to Notre Dame next fall. I'm pretty sure your mom goes to school there. Yeah, I think she did go to school. I forget she's still there or not, but yeah, that's right. Yeah, so she's going to be going to Notre Dame, and I'm so excited for her. I mean, a dream come true, and I know that's something that she's wanted to do for a long, long time. She deserves it, and she's done a great job in band. I think what sticks out is her junior year. She had a class conflict because of, I don't even know what it was for, but it doesn't matter. Right? She didn't take band. I was hurt, but it was okay. I got over it. So she decided to take jazz band instead, so that she continued to play the flute and stay up with it. So she was in jazz band for a year last year, and then was able to be back in classes here. We're glad that she was able to rejoin us. Hope you keep playing that flute again at Notre Dame. And you have a marching band? You're going to be nice. Excellent. So we're looking forward to watching her on TV and seeing her at some of those games. So really wish you all the best. Good luck next year, and thanks for all you've done for the program. Julia Rotundi. repeating myself with all these words, but another just absolutely fantastic student. Julia has been in the band for 4 years. She's been in the jazz band for at least 3 years, right? At least 3 years. She's done an awesome job. Same thing, I mean, it's like Crystal. The way she carries herself is exceptional. Always got a smile on her face, always positive, always willing to help others. Super talented. She came in knowing a lot on the percussion. I know that we've had some really good percussionists, and they referred to her that. What was your nickname there? Prodigy 2. Prodigy 2. Just a fantastic musician. Really involved student ministry team and all that stuff. Just this great seeing it as a teacher. She's going to do great things. I know you're headed. Where are you headed next year? I forget. Loyola downtown. She's gonna do big things, and so you keep your eye on Julia. Fantastic musician, fantastic person, and thank you for all you've done for the program. I don't know if I get more nervous about the music or talking about each one of these kids at this concert, but it's a pretty even draw. I want to thank you parents for all you've done for this program, for these kids, and we got one more song tonight. But before I do that, I have 2 awards to give out. The first one is the Jim Olson Award. You might have heard that in the program. That goes to a student that has really just gone above and beyond. Jim is currently in Mountain Line. I think he's going to be ordained, I believe, as a priest here pretty soon. Just absolutely, again, fantastic person, fantastic character, and he deserved an award named after him. And we're hoping to get Jim back here soon, but he went above and beyond. Super talented musician, and just was, represented everything St. Francis. And that was a hard award to give out this year, as it always is, but this year it's going to go to Betsy Pascal. I forgot to bring the award down here, but it's in this place. The second award is the St. Francis Band Award, and that goes to an extremely talented individual that has shared their gifts with the community and has just exemplified what it means to have talent and to use talent. And that goes to Mr. Peter Haverdays. So again, thank you for coming out this evening. I hope you enjoy Les Mis. A few announcements. There is a banquet dinner. It's on the schedule at Paschal back in the fall. So I look forward to meeting with you one more time and celebrating this year, these last 4 years with all of you. We are going to Disney World next year. We were accepted to perform on President's Day weekend. So we're excited about marching down there again in February. So that's another big accomplishment for the kids. We sent that audio tape in a few weeks ago, and we're grateful to be accepted. I think that's it. Thanks again, and enjoy Les Mis.